The U.S. Central Banking System. The central banking system is broken up into three main components. 1. The securities market. 2. The Federal Reserve, which is made up of 12 regional banks. And 3. The U.S. Treasury. From these three components, the money flows in several directions. The Federal Reserve will often buy and sell security bonds from the security market and work hand in hand with the U.S. Treasury to control the flow of money. And the Federal Reserve often affects the security market by raising and lowering the rates as well as the money supply. The security market sells stocks, bonds, futures, and commodities. The Federal Reserve receives deposits from bank members that meet the reserve requirements and provide financial aid to them and set interest rates for the bank members who can borrow money at very low rates, like 2 to 3%. The U.S. Treasury is often known for issuing currencies such as silver certificates, U.S. notes, Treasury notes, and coins. They also do the following. 1. Monitors government debt and help during times of need. For example, deficit salvation, using these three various options. 1. Issuing higher taxes to the public or businesses. 2. Float new issues of public debt. 3. Purchase securities and market them to the public. And 4. Sell floats to banks, corporations, investors, and individuals. Now, the Federal Reserve lends money to the following. 1. Commercial banks, which in turn lends money to businesses, the general public, and other investors. 2. Investment bankers, such as Morgan Stanley, Goldman Sachs, Lehman Brothers, Fannie Mae, and Freddie Mac. Then, the money flows down the ladder to banks, credit unions, savings and loans, and savings banks. These depository banks provide credit cards, checking and savings accounts, and loans for mortgages, businesses, and individuals. These banking institutions need consumers' money, or better said, our money, which is deposited in the savings account, which then they lend out in order for the economy to function properly. Remember, when consumers use these banking institutions, they make your money available to other consumers seeking loans and businesses attempting to create jobs for our society. So banks are extremely important in the overall money flow process. Businesses now can get loans to start businesses, thus creating jobs. Then we work for these businesses and get paid for our services, and the money we make goes back around in a circle from businesses back to the bank and back to our hands. And finally, the Federal Reserve monitors this process to provide relief for the banks to keep the money supply healthy and